Hello everybody, welcome back to Dead by Daylight, and we have a lot of points. So this time around we have 653,019. The 19 is probably the least consequential part of this entire game, honestly. More or less anything below this value here. Anything less than 1,000 you don't actually really need to care about because you can do literally nothing with it. It's maybe a slight design flaw in this game, but we are going to be continuing advancing our spirits, and just to be on the safe side, I'm recording this in 2 different chunks, so if something goes hecking wrong again, you will actually still, hopefully, see this, unless it goes wrong in this clip. Hadn't thought of that, but nonetheless, here we go. So we're going for Surveillance 1 here, because that's actually been buffed recently, and that will actually be very helpful for us. Spies from the Shadows, I actually don't know if you can see the alerts from them inside of, phase mode. I'm guessing you can, but it's still very situational, whereas surveillance you can definitely make out. So we're gonna grab that, and I'm gonna try and grab mystery box. What we got? Prayer beads. Okay, not the worst thing in the world. Not the best, but also not the worst. Surveillance 2 or Overwhelming Presence 2. Survivors in our terror radius have their item consumption rates increased by 90%, nearly doubled. Surveillance 2. More surveillance. We need tighter surveillance on these survivors. Okay, Sloppy Butcher 2 or Bitter Murmur 2. Depending on the build, I have used Sloppy Butcher. It is a very helpful build when you're trying to do with slugging or just anti-healing, as it were. Bitter Murmur, though, is certainly helpful for finding survivors, but you generally only see them... You generally see them when they've already done the thing you're trying to stop them from doing. So we're gonna go Sloppy Butcher. Okay, Whispers 2 or Sloppy Butcher 3. If we go Sloppy Butcher 3, that's it completely out of our web, we don't have to worry about it anymore. On the other hand, Better Whispers is always useful, especially when your killer is functionally blind a large portion of the time. Ooh, Mother-Daughter Ring. That can be quite nice. Discordance 1, though. Obviously, it's lower tier than the Hex over here, but the Hex actually was just going to increase our movement speed. Whereas Discordance is useful no matter the tier. Now, it used to be, of course, that Hex, No One Escapes Death, was also useless until it was tier 3, but now it's more or less the same level of use at all levels, so... Nonetheless, we're gonna go this way. It's gonna get us 2 Moris as well. And then we are definitely going for that Mother-Daughter Ring. And there's another one. And no, ooh, we have Devour Hope, or Sloppy Butcher 3. Now the spirit did come with the first and so far only 2 totem perk, that being Haunted Ground. So in theory, if you're playing the spirit and you enter into a game where there are 2 totems, there's a possibility they won't want to break either. Until they figure out that you're not running Haunted Grounds. Oof. Free tokens suffer from the exposed state effect, provided that you can keep it hidden. We'll take Devour Hope. Why not? That's where we have litany of reasons why not, but in this case, we're gonna see how it goes, I guess. Okay, well there's Sloppy Butcher again, and there's Make Your Choice, which actually pairs quite well with Devour Hope. Okay, let's try it. Let's try it. I'm beginning to see what build I'll be playing at the end of this. Okay, Thrill of the Hunt 1 or Whispers 3. I mean, we've already gotten enough totems. Let's go with Whispers. Because Whispers, again, always useful. Haunted Ground 3, what do you know? And also Third Seal. I think the entity might have you mistaken for the hag here, Rin. Haunted Ground 3, I guess. It's higher tier, at least. And we are about to drop below 300,000 points here. Shadowborn or Hangman's Trick. Hangman's Trick genuinely isn't all that useful. Sabotage doesn't actually come into play very often. If you're, like, it's useful if you're on the Trapper, because it also affects your bear traps, but honestly, Shadowborn is probably our better bet here, because that's going to make it easier for us to just spot people, and combined with the right add-ons that can actually make a lot of difference, so we're going to go with that. Ooh, Ebony Mori, and Ruin 2, or Iron Maiden 2. Now, survivors don't tend to use lockers very much, because that's a weird sort of circular argument on why you should never / always check lockers and such. But certainly in the wake of Legion, there's now the Iron Maiden perk, which isn't seeing very much use for the same reason, but when it's actually in use, and bear in mind the open lock is 5% faster, I believe that might actually affect the rate at which the Huntress can reload her hatchets. But now that this is in use, survivors are even more disincentivized to actually use lockers. So I'm gonna go with Ruin 2, because it's always useful. Surveillance Free or Fire Up 1. This is a Freddy perk, and more or less every time, depending on the progression through the generators, you get an action speed bonus for pickup, drop, pallet break, generator break, and vaults. Not actual movement speed, however, so it doesn't actually make it much easier to catch people. Especially not at level 1, so we're gonna go for Surveillance Free. Ooh, another Ebony and an Ivory. Or Cypress, rather. Ebony and Ivory. Oh, of course I'm getting that joke. Okay, Sloppy Butcher free, Ruin free. Ruin free. It affects the entire team. It's the best level for Ruin. And we are nearing under 100,000 points here. Okay, Noed 2. Or Overwhelming Presence 2. Gonna go with Noed 2 here, I think, because the spirit with Exposed is very powerful. Give or take, provided you can actually catch people. But, in fact, looking at this, this might actually be identical to Noed 1. Presumably we have Noed 1, or we wouldn't be seeing Noed 2. Movement speed increased by 2%, so it's literally a 1% difference. But that still makes it marginally better than, Overwhelming Presence. So, there we go. Okay, Devour Hope free. Still free tokens to get exposed, but we've got a haste effect for 2 tokens. Being able to Mori people is honestly the least useful part of this perk. It's useful. I can't say it isn't useful, obviously. But if you want to be able to kill survivors by your own hand, you're more likely to actually get to that point if you just bring a Mori. Whereas the free tokens survivors suffer from the exposed side effects, free rescues from a hook is easy. The harder part of that is just defending the totem, because totems are always a vulnerability. So, really, this is good even without the haste effect, really. Can we get that mother-daughter ring as well? Or even just the Yaku Yogi amulets, honestly. I mean, the NC's gonna be starting over here, so let's find out. Oh, I don't think we're getting... Yep. Ah, well, that's fine. Okay, what are we given now? Knockout 2, the perfect tool for a slug build, or Bitter Murmur 2? A tough one. Again, Bitter Murmur is useful, but it's really only comes in handy when they're already doing things you don't want them to be doing. Knockout is useful. I can't say it isn't. Does have its limits, though. And also requires you to be running more or less a slug build, which nobody likes to play against. It's very mean and unpleasant. Effective, but unpleasant. Let's go for Murmur. So we're at level 45. I'm gonna pause recording so we don't potentially lose the last, 12 minutes of filming. Right, now that I've made sure that no further hiccups can potentially damage our footage, we have 2 pages here. Mostly full. Not necessarily full of the best perks in the world, but mostly full. So we previously went with a sort of a slug build over here. We had Gnosis Calling, Fanatophobia free, Barbecue initially 2, and Sloppy Butcher 2. We didn't have Knockout, though we could apply that now at Tier 1, 32 meters away, they can't see down survivors. What I think I'm going to try here is an exposed build. So we'll swap out Fanatophobia for Devour Hope. We'll swap out Nurse's Calling for Make Your Choice. We'll keep Barbecue and Chili for the time being, so we have some idea of where we're going next. And then we're going to toss in Discordance. Now, if you're watching my series, I know you're not watching me for, like, the ultimate endgame perk build strategies, that kind of thing, but I will nonetheless stress, this is not necessarily a top-tier build. This is a build designed to help us get points, designed to help us get kills, and perhaps most importantly, to fill out this daily with the spirit, hit 4 survivors while in the post-phase state. Also, this is completely built out of just the random stuff I have inside of this build that's going away anyways in the next 5 levels, which is, say, probably the next episode that I do this, so don't expect me to worry too much about that. Now, add-ons. Mother-Daughter Ring tremendously increases the haunting movement speed. Scratch marks no longer visible whilst using haunting. That is the big problem. Now, there is another add-on, which I don't even believe... Yeah, there we go. Prayer Beads doesn't, like, removes the sound of your haunting motion entirely. Which means that with these two combined, you actually have enough movement speed to be on the opposite side of the map, more or less, and yank somebody off of a generator. Which could work quite nicely with our Discordance, which doesn't alert the players. But I like being able to see the scratch marks, and I'm kind of partial to having that if we're going to try and get the daily. So there's my problem. Now if we use the Wakizashi Saya, that gives us a greater room to actually get our daily, because it's just hitting people in that reappearance. So... we'll try it. We'll try it. If nothing else, it'll be entertaining. And I guess we'll toss on at least the one survivor pudding that we have, just to increase our points all that more. So if this goes heck up, then at least we have something to show for our efforts. Unless, let's see what we get. Okay, so we have Farmed Onion, Pimuna, Sweeper, and Yasa Amano. No bloods that I can see. Not much items, just this one toolbox. But I will note that I am currently rank 9 killer due to all of my point grinding. Okay, objective. Everything. Everything. And then mine, which is everything. So everybody here is in it for points. Now, Discordance will not be useful if the survivors do not team up on generators. And with Barbecue and Chili, they might assume that I'm going to be coming towards anybody working on a generator when it pops anyways. And again, depending on the map, Devour Hope might end up being completely useless. Well, let's find out. Ooh. That's not necessarily the best one. Where's my totem ended up? It's over there. Whip. Oh, that's pretty out in the open. Okay, I'm gonna have to try pretty hard on this one, I think. But let's have a browse. We've had no alerts on Discordance yet. Oh, seriously? How the heck did I miss? Okay, well there's Discordance triggering. Now, if I go into spook mode, I'm not gonna be able to see where he's going. But I will do that now, because I'm not gonna pass up this opportunity. That was just a poor decision on your part. But okay, I can see what you were trying to do there, but it didn't quite work out. What the heck did you just... Oh, there you go. Claudettes are known for their passive invisibility field, it seems. Okay, we're gonna hang you up. And we're gonna try and find Pimuna again. Also, we have to get away. Found you. Okay, that grudge in the left-hand side, that is what we're after here. We need 4 of those. And I think so far we have managed to get 2. Oh, no, no, no. Please don't die like that. Also, you now have to actually fall over and die, because if I let you survive, you're going to definitely break my totem. But yeah, they just completely left themselves die there. Which is another thing that happens at higher ranks. Unfortunately, I wish not, but... Now, Meg was over this way. So what's Meg up to? Now what was... I'm not 100% certain what that alert was, because it wasn't a rescue. Okay, Hello, Meg. How are you? Nobody's rescuing today? Is that... Okay, finally, I get 1 point. Or 1 token, at least. That's something. Thank you. Just gotta get rid of that. I actually probably need to go right back to save my totem. Because we know Pimuna knows where it is. Assuming he was paying the least bit amount of attention. Yes, he was. There he is. Hello, Pimuna. How are you? Now, I think it's quite probable that these guys are not on comms. So unless somebody else finds that totem and it's not in a great position, I can probably rest easy that it's going to... Well, I jinxed it, everybody. But that's the risk you take with totem-based builds. So, we're just gonna have to do what we can, I guess. Come on, Rin. Move your legs. I know you weren't on the track team, but nonetheless. Is there a... No, just this one. Okay. Oh, look, a pallet. Nobody? Nobody. Okay. Where is everybody? There's one way over there, and there's one, I think, dismantling another totem over there. They might suspect that I have no head. Oh, hello, Jake. How are you? Don't believe I've hung you up yet. Nope, the onion has not been hung. Okay. Where the butts did you just go? Onion? Hello? Okay, I guess I'll just hit this then. And Pimuna might die now. Anyone gonna rescue Pimuna? Anybody? Anyone at all? I'm nowhere near there. Thank you. Now, because I can't see scratch marks, it's going to be a little bit harder to take advantage of make your choice, but we do at least have it at top tier, so we can put it to a fair bit of use. But my biggest complaint with make your choice is just that we don't actually get a tell on who it's on. I could use a little icon in the bottom there, really. Okay, you're nearby. Are you... Yeah, it's always worth checking at least once. At least. Okay, let's have a look around, shall we? Oh, onions heal up. But the great thing here is that, because there is no sound of me coming, the survivors are gonna be pooping their pants a little bit. Which, I've had that happen to me. I have played against this set of add-ons before. Hello. Not gonna reach it in time. Meg, I have not hung you up. Now I wonder if they've realized I have discordance yet. There you are, hiding in the grass. Apologies, but you are not a Pokemon. Hiding in the tall grass will not protect you from me. Okay, there's Jake, and that must be Pimuna, if I had to guess. Working on another gen. We want to try and prevent those as much as we can. I'm pretty sure we've gotten our daily by this point. But yeah, I've been on a game as David King, actually, which is not a match. It's not a match you'll see in the next episodes or the last episodes. I'm losing track. I'm backing up a bunch here. But I was playing as David, and I didn't know we were even against the spirit on this map, actually, as it happens. On a map very much like this. Okay, so they're both over there. Gotcha. Or soon to have gotcha. Hello, Meg. I wasn't actually looking for you, but I guess you were the only person who could have been injured that I could have been chasing. Very good, very good. Not quite good enough. Of course, we know from that the only person who could have been responsible for rescuing Meg here is probably going to have been Jake, right here. Oof. But Jake also needs one more generator before he can get the hatch. So as long as we keep a pretty good stranglehold on the generators that remain, Jake is rather scuppered. But he does have one more chance to rescue Meg. Okay. Ask me no questions. I'll tell ye no lies. Very good. Master Jake, your turn. You are my last prey. Just get rid of this. I could fake him out, I could do a whole ton of stuff, but no. I'm just gonna get rid of it. Okay, now we need to run this loop until Meg can get a generator. Oh dear. Speaking of, let's see if we can find Meg. Meg is within the radius of barbecue and chili. It is, regrettably, still a somewhat large radius, but a radius nonetheless. Now there's a few things I could estimate here, try and figure out how and where she might hide, but I don't really have a great fix on what build Meg is running. Just gonna back up there so I can get my make your choice procking. Oh, I see scratch marks there. I expect, yep, that we're about to see that happen. Somebody going this way? There we go. Didn't actually need the make your choice at that point, but you know, it's nice to have. It's nice to make use of. And it's the only source we have of exposed right now, since we no longer have access to Devour Hope. Devour Hope would be handy. But, yeah. And I believe... yeah, there he is. Hello! How are you, friends? Unfortunately, I can't let you fix this. Did you... It's a valiant effort, Onion. I'll give you that much. Unfortunately, this means I'm gonna go rank even higher. But hey, they gave it a good whack there. And this is a very unpleasant build. The perks not so much, but the add-ons. The add-ons are powerful. And did we get our... We didn't get our daily. How many did we get? Oh, we were one short. Oh, that is a pity. That is a pity. Still, we got a bunch of points there. 75,000 points. Very nice. Very nice. Did I double pip? I double pipped. Oh. Great, I'm in purple ranks now. Ah, hey. Ooh, 2 rank 2s. A mono and onion. Were those the last 2? I can't recall exactly. Oh well. But yeah, not having any noise while you're in the phasing situation, and then also having tremendously increased speed, you can just pop out of complete nowhere, and it scares the hell out of survivors. But that is all we have for today, so hope you've all enjoyed, and I'll catch you all as ever next time.